What kind of son you are, Taehyung? You can't do enough for your dying father. Mr. Kim raised you, suffering for this day, so that one day you throw his kindness against your ego. The boys fell silent as Taehyung held his aging head. They burst into tears. They were sitting with his head bowed on the empty bed in the hospital corridor, where Miss Kim, Taehyung's stepmother, was staring at him angrily. When a doctor came there and said, "Mr. Kim, please arrange the money quickly. The patient's operation must be done as soon as possible. We don't have time." Saying this, the doctor moved forward quickly. Miss Kim tried. "Come and sit next to Taehyung." "Okay, I'm ready," they said, getting up and walked to one side like a robot, while Miss Kim, who was sitting on the seat, was surprised at that first, then happily took out his phone and started calling someone. When someone answered in the first ring, "Yes, Miss Kim, please speak." "Yes, my eldest son has agreed. You guys just do whatever you want, quickly, and give me the money. My husband has very little time." Miss Kim said, "Want to get the money in her hand? Okay, we will contact you in a while." Saying this, the phone was disconnected. "Sir, the boy has agreed. Miss Kim said that you should get the money as soon as possible. Her husband has very less time." A young man of 24-year-old came in through a large glass door and sat in his, sitting on the same seat in front. Busy working boss, who didn't give any reaction on his word, only said, "Okay, tell the owner of the hospital to do whatever you can to save Miss Kim's life as soon as possible." Saying this, he got up, buttoned up his coat, and left from there. When a phone call and the entire hospital were alert and started running to save lives. After a 4-hour major surgery, Dr. calmed and consoled her and said, "Congratulations, the surgery was successful. The patient will regain the consciousness soon, but it will take some time to recover." Miss Kim heard this and thanked him. She ran out of the hospital, took a cab, and came straight home, where Taehyung was sitting in front and crying. "He is still here. John Jungkook saved your father's life. Now get up, stop crying, and prepare for the wedding. Get ready, improve your condition. He will come anytime soon." Miss Kim dropped the bomb on his head and went toward her room. Then was looking at him, wondering, what if she told was truth? Was his father's life safe? Did his future husband save his Appa's life by agreeing to his marriage? Taehyung laughed, even as he was crying. "Is my father's life come back with the sacrifice of mine? And I will ready to make thousands of this sacrifice for him." Wiping away his tears, they went to get ready for fulfill the contract. Taking a long step, he entered the beautiful mansion and went to the drawing room, where John Jungkook's grandfather was sitting. The boy had agreed for the marriage. All the papers were ready. He informed them and his part and sat down on the sofa like a prince, in a carefree manner, where Sana came there and stopped after hearing what he said. His heart was beating fast. Jungkook's grandpa's condition also didn't look happy after hearing this. "Okay, then what is the delay? Jungkook, finish the work as soon as possible. We only want our grandson to be the heir of this family." Saying this, he got up and left. When Jungkook took a deep breath and glared at Sana standing in front of him and entered his room, he was neither interested in the marriage, nor he was saying the marriage only, was wishing of his grandfather who wanted an heir to their family. Sana, who was Jungkook's childhood fiancée, was brought to the hospital after being involved in a minor car accident. The doctor told her that she had lost the blessing of becoming a mother, and this is caused Jungkook's grandpa's worry. He spent money like water, not knowing where to get her treatment, but he was disappeared from all the sides. When he was exhausted, he had taken a big decision. In Jungkook's life, neither Sana nor the boy had importance, the one he was going to marry today. In his eye, only his work was important. He didn't like a machine, day or night. He forget the difference between the day and night. John Enterprises, which was the largest company in the company and was a lone owner of it, take it forward, he was going to need a strong support, manly his child, but for which he had to listen to his grandfather. But on the other hand, Taehyung, who was only a young and innocent boy of just 17-year-old, had no idea that the marriage his mother was forced into under the blackmail of his father was only going to last until he had a baby. That's what Taehyung was thinking. Maybe some good person would save his father's life in exchange of his marriage, hold his hand, support him, and support his family. His innocent mind was not ready to get tied up in such a relationship. At that time, they wanted to become something in his life by studying. He wanted to do something for his father. But little did he know that his life had turned upside down in such a way that at an age where he could get played and live life to the fullest, he was forced to great responsibility. With tear in his eyes, they took out a beautiful dress and started getting ready. They smelled like a rose and looked very beautiful at that moment. Just then, there was a knock on the door. When Taehyung came, he saw Miss Kim wearing a heavy dress, heavily made up. Opened the door. When she opened the door, she saw two men were wearing black suits standing there. Madam, send Taehyung with us. Mr. John sent a car to pick him up. One of them was said in a loud voice, "What do you mean Taehyung will go alone?" He's getting married. I'm his mother. I will also go. When Miss Kim said, with a form, money had been transferred in your account, so your work is over. There is no need for you to now. Please, don't waste our time and send him. Now the other man said so strictly. Miss John was scared. But when would the money reach here? Her cheeks flushed with the joy. Only then she allowed Taehyung to go with him. When Miss Kim were being told about Mr. Kim's condition in the hospital, it doesn't matter to them wherever he lived or died. They had neither the money nor the time to spend on a husband who would live a life in love with his first wife, and after her death, he was forced to marry her. When they got married, the 1-year-old son was also thrown on their head. But when a 1 week passed, Miss Kim threw off his and told Mr. Kim clearly in his word. Mr. Kim was also silent and tolerated his rudeness to save the marriage and start taking all the responsibilities of Taehyung itself. When Taehyung was 2 years old, his stepsister Lynn came into the world. Time passed. Miss Kim, by the way, didn't have a stepmotherly attitude toward Taehyung, but she didn't care about Taehyung's personality. She didn't care about what they did, how he lived. She was busy with her life, with her daughter. But seeing all of Mr. Kim love going toward Taehyung, she started getting angry. She couldn't bear it. So she started fighting and shouting at Taehyung. Every day a storm started coming and going in the house. And then fed up with this trouble, Mr. Kim had reached a state where his life was dreadful at stake. In the hospital, when the doctor was telling Miss Kim about Mr. Kim's condition, John Jungkook's secretary was standing there, whom Jungkook's grandpa has given the responsibility to find a good, beautiful boy who would remain in Jungkook's marriage until he gave him a baby.